What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another 6-speed film. I know you already saw the intro. I know y'all are hyped about it. At least I hope so. This is my 2007 Ford Mustang 6-cylinder with the pony package. I know it's like I said, it's nothing jaw-dropping. However, it is a beautiful car for the amount of miles it has, for its mileage, its age, all sorts of stuff. This thing is meticulous. I mean, inside and out. There's a few imperfections here and there. You know, where it's showing its wear and tear, its age, stuff like that. But overall, it's a great car. I love it. It honestly kind of gets down for a 6-cylinder. It is beefy, so it's a 4-liter. And this thing is fantastic. I mean, let's do another walk around. I already got plenty of B-roll, but let's go ahead and take a walk around, and I'll just kind of show you more in depth and closer up what this car is actually like and the condition it's in. I'll also go ahead and give y'all like a little backstory on the car, why I have it, and where it's coming from, all of that good information. I'll go ahead and tell y'all. But first off, let's look at these wheels, man. I mean, like, original wheels, like never replaced, man. These things are like, I mean, they're smooth. Obviously they've got some nicks here and there just because of, you know, road wear and tear. That's gonna happen, it's inevitable. Obviously you can see here too, I might wind up getting either new center caps, or I'm just gonna wait until I get new wheels, because those are in the planning. But this paint, guys, I mean, dude, this paint is freaking awesome, and I try to take really good care of it if I can. This car means a lot to me. But let me go ahead and stop with the yip yap, and I will tell you why it means so much to me, and I'll tell you the big juicy detail. So as you saw from yesterday's video, I was in an apartment, okay? I have moved out of Houston. I will not, I'm not gonna disclose where I live, just because I want to keep that private. But I have moved out of Houston, obviously somewhere a lot more beautiful, somewhere where there is water, and I love it out here. It makes for great content, and the scenery is gorgeous. I can just come out here and just relax. So because one of the reasons I moved out here was because I moved in with my girlfriend now. Her name is Tatum. I love her with my heart, all my heart, and this was her old car, actually. So this is her car. She's had it for, I don't know, roughly 2 years, and she's absolutely loved this car. It's been a great car for her, and the first time I drove it, she was a little skeptical because she doesn't typically like people driving her cars. However, I drove it, I enjoyed it, and so she saw that and started letting me drive it more and more and more. And each time I would drive it, I would get progressively more excited and enjoy it. And obviously, like those of you who are like, oh, it's a V6, it's just a 6-cylinder. It's still a fun car nonetheless. It's still a Mustang, and it still looks gorgeous, and I try to keep it that way. Man, I don't know what to say, honestly. I don't. But in a wide angle, let's go ahead and look further at the paint. Obviously, like I said, there's like dents here and there, but dude, like this thing is, it's beautiful. Now it's kind of dirty on the inside. I still have to do an interior clean on it, but I mean, this thing is clean. I've got my wash bucket because I just got done washing the car. But guys, like this thing, it's got some residue, but other than that, this thing is freaking beautiful. All right, so enough chit chat about stuff like that. Let's get down to the car specs. So as I stated, she's a 2007. She has roughly around like 175,000 miles. Still runs like a top though. Starts up without hesitation every single time, and I love that about this car. It's got a real nice growl to it, honestly, for a 6-cylinder. It is a big motor for a 6. It's a 4-liter, like I said. So it's pretty large. It's pretty sizable, and the thing sounds good when you get on it. I don't know, mileage isn't too terrible. I mean, it does drink a bit of gas, so if you're doing, you know, some city driving, stuff like that constantly, you will go through gas quite a bit. However, the experience still pays for it. I mean, miles per gallon, definitely with this thing. I have had no, like, there's probably a couple things here and there that kind of like, you know, aggravate me a little bit about the car. A couple things I would definitely change, just about functionality and certain quality parts on the inside. I would definitely change a few things. However, overall, this car is great. And let me show you one thing. You've probably already eyeballed it, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you one unique thing about this car that does not come on other Mustangs. So this car does have a sunroof. This is aftermarket. these S197s did not come with sunroofs as an option. This is definitely an aftermarket option. However, I don't necessarily care for it all that much. I think it's cool. It's definitely cool to see an S197 with a sunroof on it. I mean, you don't see that real often. It's very rare, and if it has one, it's like this. It's aftermarket. However, I think on the new Mustangs they may come with sunroofs. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's honestly really cool. However, the one thing I don't like about it is it only opens about halfway, plus it is super tinted, which that I could fix. I could just peel the tint and throw a new tint on there if I still wanted it to be a little darker, but be able to see out of it. Let me go ahead and show you what I mean by that. Okay, it's decent. There's decent light out, right? We go ahead and hop inside of the car, and you look straight up, and it's just black. It's almost a mirror at this point. It's so dark, you can barely see. And when you open the sunroof, let me go ahead and grab the key real quick, and I'll show you what I mean. You go ahead and open it, right? Go ahead and hit it twice, it'll vent, and then it'll start to slide open. It only opens to about halfway, and then when I go to turn the car off, it does shut, which is super cool. Also, ignore all the noises. I know, the AC, that's one of the things that needs to be worked on, and one of the issues, I guess you would say. Dude, I don't know what to say. I really don't. I enjoy this car day in, day out. Every time I'm behind the wheel, I love it. It's fun. It's just, it's something I've never felt before. I've never daily driven like a Mustang or, you know, anything like this. The closest things that I've driven daily like this was my 370Z that I'll pop a picture up right here so y'all can see that if you haven't already, or my BMW that I will pop up here as well. Sorry for my stuttering. I'm excited, man. I'm really happy to be making this video and releasing some good content for you guys. Man, I love this thing. I love it. I've got a lot of good plans for it. I'm not going to do anything super insane to it, just because I want to keep it relatively untouched. I'm going to do some wheels and stuff like that, maybe a wrap in the future. There are a few things that I do need to fix. Regardless of if I wrap it or not, I'm definitely going to fix it anyways. However, it's going to help when I go to wrap it, which is this part right here on the back end. And I will show you. I'm not going to exactly explain the specific situation, just for certain reasons, but I will tell you, obviously, why it's like this. So this back end did catch on fire. Down here, I mean, everything inside of here is burnt. The taillight housing, obviously you can see in there, it has melted down, scorched the taillight, the paint's all kind of screwed up, as well as the spoiler and underneath that on the trunk itself. But we're definitely gonna replace this. I'm gonna wind up sanding all of this down, tossing some primer on it. Right before I go to wrap it, it's gonna get a new trunk and spoiler, and then my friend is actually gonna be giving me new taillights to put in here. He's giving me the old ones off his car that are LEDs. They look like the S550 taillights, which I think are pretty cool. And then I'm gonna go ahead, replace the trunk, like I said, replace the spoiler, sand everything down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it. I'm gonna just do it all in one go. But man, like, this car means so much to me. Tatum gave it to me as a gift, because she is getting herself a new car, and knows I love Mustangs. She knows I love this car. So she was like, well, why don't I gift it to you? Let's keep it around, because she loves this car very dearly too. She's had a blast with this thing and definitely doesn't want to get rid of it. So she's like, why don't we keep it around? You can drive it around if you want, and I'll still get my car. And I was like my jaw dropped when she said that. I was like, there's no way. And here it is, guys. Now it's not officially mine yet. So I'm not going to get too ahead of myself and say, oh, my car. I'm not going to do that yet. We're still on the hunt to get her a car. However, this thing's here. I get to drive it. I get to experience it, and I get to love it, which makes me very happy. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get to one thing that I know you guys love. You've already said it in the first video that I recorded. You already were making statements about it when I did it, you know, for a couple minutes there. Let's go ahead and hop to it and get into some POV of driving. So like I said, it's a little dirty, so forgive me. You're gonna hear a couple weird noises. One of which is the AC actuator that I need to fix. And the other, which is that. The other, you'll hear the subs. Wait for it. There it is. But yeah, if any of you guys know how to fix that the sub pop is what I call it, go ahead and drop it down in the comments and let me know if you know how to fix that, so I can definitely get rid of that noise, because I think it'd be great. Alrighty, I've switched over to my gimbal because I'm a little too shaky to be just using my bare hands, but this thing is fantastic to drive. It's definitely, the visibility is a lot slimmer than the Focus or the cop car that I had. Those had very big windshields and windows all around where I could see. And this thing, man, I mean, it's definitely a little bit harder, but look at the scenery. Let me go show you this scenery real quick so you can see what I'm recording, like where I am. There's water everywhere. Man, it's gorgeous out here. I absolutely love this. Like, this is what I live by. I think it's amazing out here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to some driving. We'll go ahead and pull out of here, and I'll just kind of capture this in one big go. We'll just capture a smooth little drive with the Mustang and just get to see all the scenery. Man, it's gorgeous out here. I love this park. I come out here quite a bit just to relax, you know, just kind of ease my mind, and just kind of, you know, just to chill out for a bit. I absolutely love it out here. It's very fun. And dude, like, I can't get over the scenery, man. Like, it's so relaxing. It's so beautiful. I love it. And this thing corners, man. It's fun. We even have a skate park out here, which is really cool. And I'll go ahead and go show you a little bit around historic downtown. Now we're entering downtown area, coming in. Obviously you can see a change. Like, everything's all black. It's all blacktop. The buildings are nice and cleaned up. There's statues everywhere. Like, it's amazing. I love it out here. There's even a Lotus over here. I actually have to go show you that. There is a Lotus. I think it's an Evora, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, truck. Yeah, I think it's a Lotus Evora right there, man. That thing is wicked to see out here. That is so cool. That's awesome to see out here, man. So cool. Alrighty. There's a bike coming up on me. There's a bit of I will say this is quite a bit of a smaller town. Definitely not huge by any means, but there's a bit of cars. Like, see, there's even another S197 right there. But there's a bit of other cars that I definitely get to see, which I think is really cool. I get to see some cool stuff. So every now and then I'll get like a Corvette or a really cool Mustang, or even like there was this one time I was driving to Walmart, I think, and there was a group of there was like a BRZ, I think there was a Focus ST, there was all sorts of other cars there, which I think were really cool. They were all driving together. I knew it was pretty cool. But look at this scenery. Look at that. That's freaking awesome, man. I love living here. I absolutely love living here. It's so gorgeous. The drives are fun. It's so fun. But yeah, this thing handles like it's on rails. However, there is a couple things that I need to change out on this car. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and switch to a better sway bar. A little truck. Hell yeah. There's a couple things I'm gonna change out. So I'm gonna put an aftermarket sway bar on here just because it does have a little shimmy when you get into real aggressive cornering. Otherwise, the thing's great. I mean, it steers just fine. The steering gives me a little bit of feedback and it's a little stiffer, so it's not electronically controlled, which I love. I think it's great. Gives me a better feel. It's more firm, especially when you're going into more aggressive driving. It gives you better feedback. You feel like you have better control. At least I do. And I think it's honestly better that way rather than super soft steering. Just because I have better feedback, I can actually feel what the car is doing, and it gives me something to fight against rather than it being too easy. We're gonna take a quick little detour. Pretty little drive on the way home. I love this. These houses are beautiful. And one day, that could be a 6-speed house. I mean, the 3 garages right there, plenty of driveway space. That could be something. Definitely could be something. Just gotta get there. Definitely will someday. I'm not gonna say, I hope, I wish. We're gonna get there. We're gonna do it. And the same goes for you guys. If you feel like you can't, yeah, you can. You have the wrong attitude about it, yeah, you won't be able to, but you just gotta stick with it and make it happen. That's really the only thing you can do. Go ahead and get her running for a sec. So fun. And then we've got one little last fun thing that I'll do real quick before we get home, and then I have to stop recording where I'm at because I don't want y'all finding out. Let's go ahead, get past this stop sign, make sure nobody's coming, and doesn't look like it, so let's go. It goes downhill and curves real hard right here, so I'll always go and hit this. It's always so fun going on a little drop like that. Dude, I love this car. It's a blast. It makes me happy. It makes me smile from ear to ear every time I drive it. And I couldn't be happier, honestly. Man, this thing is I love this car. I really do. It puts a smile on my face. And it's been a while since I've been truly connected to a car. Like it's been a while since I have felt, a deep love for a specific car. It has been a while. Truly. Like the Civic, I didn't have a connection with. I just didn't. I think my BMW, or the Focus, was the last car I had a true connection with. I think that is going to wrap it up for this video, just because I kind of got everything out that I needed to. Showed you the car. We got some driving in, which I think was really, really beneficial. I know y'all love that, and y'all have been wanting to see more of that. Definitely be expecting more of it. I still have more good content coming for you guys. I'm extremely excited. I really am. And I hope y'all are just excited. But anyways, if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, like it, share it, comment what you guys thought, what you want to see more of, ways we can improve the 6-speed family. And go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss a beat. We've got a lot of really fun stuff in the works for you guys. And we're reassembling the 6-speed team finally. And we're getting there. We're doing it. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will definitely see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.